Yet, Nick. Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. Hello, welcome Team B, Wednesday night call. We're going to be diving into the comp plan. Before we do it, I got some housekeeping. Couple things. I just want to thank everybody that came out to the regional and risked the snow. I know some of you, Becky, I was just talking to you that it took you guys 6.5 hours to get to Ottawa, but you made it home safely. I was reaching out to everybody at the end of the night, making sure everybody was home safely, but thank you for that. I talked about maybe next year not doing the regional in January and maybe thinking of just doing it maybe September and then maybe one in like April, May. You guys would be cool with that? And no more January and just like do something live, right? So our lovely Ottawa people don't have to risk their lives. Yeah. Okay, so quickly, reminder. So tomorrow night, Thursday night at 9 p.m. is the start of our 12 months Canadian Zoom series. We're so excited. We've got our famous Melissa Hyde, Jen Brennan, and Lindsay White that will be on it. You guys are going to be tapping into fitness, nutrition, touch base a little bit on the business opportunity through stories I hear. So my recommendation, guys, is this is an opportunity to invite prospects. You can also have a house party. That recording will be available 24 hours after. Just so you guys know where that recording is going to be. Juice Plus Canada Events. They've created a units tab, and it's already says Take Healthy Back series, and you'll see the recording there, and it will stay there. It will live there, and they'll do that for every single one of these events, which will be awesome. So easy access. So I'm going to wish our famous speakers awesome luck, and I'm so excited. I'm sure we're going to get some pretty big numbers out for January. Excited, Jen and Melissa?
So pumped.
Yeah.
So pumped.
Awesome. Lots of time to invite.
Yes, pumped.
Good. Okay,
Yeah.
Second thing, I want to apologize for all the messages going back and forth today about Lyft. There definitely was some not clear communication about what we could or could not do out of Canada. So even Stephen Millman didn't know that we could not order it. So I was the one that enlightened him. They are working to see what they can do. This was supposed to be, just so you guys know, if you haven't been following any of the stuff, Lyft is a natural energy drink that got launched in Europe, and we've been looking at it as a US kind of North American launch. What they wanted is to get more feedback from the field. So they quickly made a decision, I don't know if it was quickly, but just a decision that in the month of January, if you're a sales coordinator or higher in the US, you would be able to order up to 3 canisters and try it. There's no PVC for it, so it won't help your promotions, but they just want you to give feedback. Do you like it? How does it make you feel? You know, do you like the taste of it? Because it's been mixed reviews. I love it. I've tried it. I know Sarah, but you know, like a Dr. Mitra is like, I actually don't like it because there's some stevia in it, and she's like, I don't like the taste of stevia. So there is mixed reviews about either people loving it or not, and they want to get a lot more. So the glitch was, we were told we could go into our virtual office, go to the US site, and place the order, but there's somehow in the system, it doesn't matter, you can't do that if you are Canadian. They've got some type of, I don't know if it's a switch or not, but it's gone right up to the highest of highest levels for them to investigate to see if they can figure that out and at least get us to ship it to a US address. So hang tight, we're doing the best we can, so at least we can get you some samples. I'm gonna know in a couple days, hopefully. Worst case scenario, I'm going to be working with Sarah Beardmore with some of her sales coordinators, and I'm going to get a bunch of canisters shipped to Arizona in the hands of her sales coordinators, and I'll bring a bunch back so I can get it to you guys, so at least you can try it and give your 2 cents, because I do really want you guys to have it and to try it. Just a reminder that there is the Arizona conference coming up at the end of March. If anybody is planning to go and book and you're looking for a hotel, reach out to me directly. Maybe if anybody is planning, just type it. because I know Kim Barker is getting a lot of Airbnbs right downtown for a very, very, very affordable price. And she just wanted to know if there was any Canadians going. So just type if you are planning to go, and then I can follow up with you directly. And then the last piece is I just want to do a quick friendly reminder of how important it is to pick up the phone. I know Sarah Beermore is really hammering this on her Monday night team call, is pick up the phone, pick up the phone, pick up the phone, pick up the phone. We have JD on here, and JD, I know I just watched you do a quick training in Team Rocket about Terry Fox. Okay, perfect. About picking up the phone. So JD, I'm going to let you just train what you did in Team Rocket, and then we'll get started in the comp plan. So JD, it's all yours, dear.
Okay, I'm going to totally apologize for what I might look like in my bed. Let's see how bad it looks when I come up on video with my hair tie.
Hey,
This is what Black women have to do every night. Just so you guys take it all in. Take it all in. And I have my heating pad for my shoulders. Anyways, so I was just saying that Sarah has been training, going on doing lives about getting on the phone, and I have been. Thanks, Alona. And I watched the training. I'm like, oh, you think about the time, right? You're like, oh my goodness, I'm going to call this person. You're going to be on the phone forever. I don't want to talk to people. I just want to text. And so I had a customer, and she's not very good at responding to text messages. So a shipment was due out, and I sent a text and said, are you ready for the shipment? She's like, no, not right now. And I could have just simply said, okay, thanks, let me know when you are, and just kind of moved on. But I picked up the phone and I called her and I said, hey, how are you? Happy New Year. What's been going on? How come you still have capsules left? How was your Christmas? And this woman just unloaded. She just said, I had a horrible Christmas. I had pneumonia plus bronchitis. One of the kids was sick, and her mother-in-law had a heart attack in front of her while holding her baby. And I'm like, okay, that's something that would never have come out if I had just continued through text. And so in talking to her, we talked about get back on the capsules. We talked about and realized that her kids ran out of gummies. And so she's like, oh, I'm like, why didn't you call me? She's like, I've been so busy. Life has been so crazy. And so I said, well, have you ever thought about also adding on the berries to kind of up their immune system during the flu season? And she's like, oh my goodness, you can get gummies in the vineyard format? I'm like, yeah. She's like, throw those on, whatever you think is good. And I'm like, none of this would have happened if I hadn't picked up the phone. And so that was one example. I had another conversation about a shake today. Someone was avoiding it because they thought it was dairy. They thought it was just protein. And I'm like, no, there's so much in there to help you getting through the flu season and nourishing your body. And if you don't want it cold, you can make it into a hot chocolate. And she was like, oh my goodness, I can do all of that. And that conversation lasted 3 minutes today. And in 3 minutes, I was able to get someone to go back into their pantry, pull back out their shake and start taking it again because they now understand the benefits of it versus just a text back and forth. So that was it.
Hallelujah. There you go. And Sarah Beermore has been leaving us messages in our NMB chat. Oh, there you are, Sarah.
Sorry, I was late.
You want to? We're just talking about customer care and how you're killing it in January. You're like, you're finding joy. Tell them how you're finding joy in this business.
Yay! I can't even handle this. See this smile? This smile's been gone for a long time. I've been hiding behind like this wall, and honestly, I had no joy. And I questioned, like, am I doing the right thing? Like, am I still wanting to do this? I'm just being totally real and vulnerable with you guys. And I did a lot of reflecting over the winter, trying to figure out what was stealing my joy, where I was so passionate about the products, but I just couldn't, like, I don't know. I just felt like, have you ever felt like you're just alone and like staring at your phone and nothing's happening? And like, where's the next order or the next rep going to come from? And it just felt very stagnant. And I realized that when I built to NMZ, I picked up the phone all the time. And more so, like, not just about picking up the phone, but that's what brought me joy, was talking to people and helping people and hearing that and like moving people forward. So I just vowed that 2020 is the year of the customer. I'm going to honor my customers and my prospects, and I'm going to use my voice and share the gift that was given to me. And I promised myself I'd pick up the phone with every opportunity. And I could literally name off, like, I got a new order yesterday of somebody like that just wanted to add because I need to update her credit card. I could have told her how to do that online. I could have said, heck, text it to me. But I said, hey, here's my number. Call me. I'll do that for you. Knowing that I was going to just talk to her and I didn't know where it was going to go. She placed an order. I revived somebody who canceled today because of it. I got 2 new reps last week. And one of them is, she just wanted to get on. She might be on tonight, Jennifer. I don't know. She said she might be shutting it down. She's been working like crazy, but she just wanted to do the family plan because she said, what's next after she signed up? I said, do you have 5 minutes? And she said, sure, call me. Called her, cast a little bit of a vision, which then locked her into a startup call, which now she's all in. She's like, I haven't felt this much passion in years. I'm so excited. So all because I picked up the phone each and every time. I got new reps, old reps who haven't been out to events in 2 years to our regional because I picked up the phone and had a conversation. And it just changes everything. But more than anything, the best part is I'm having fun again. I'm not feeling lonely. I'm not hiding behind my screen. I feel super positive and I feel like I'm making a difference again. And before I just didn't, because you can't have a conversation over text. You just can't. It's not a conversation.
Oh my gosh, I love it. We're going full circle back. So here's your challenge this week. And I want to hear stories next Wednesday. I want to hear the stories of who picked up the phone, what was the conversation like, and how did you feel? Okay, there's your homework. That's one homework. Okay, what I want to do is we talked about the Comp Plan at Regional. We did go into detail. We did break out in workout sessions, which was great. And what I want to do here is, if you have any questions of clarity, can you put it in the group chat? And where I'm going to start is I'm just going to go back to where we focused on at the regional. We're going to start at the basics, basic, because I think this is so important. I think the most important thing on this comp plan for you guys to do, and Sarah was talking about it, is you need to teach it. So yesterday I was going through the plan again with one of my SSCs, and we went through it a couple times. We went through the numbers. I got her to get the calculator out. And once she went through it a couple times, she's like, okay, I get this. I understand it. I can teach it now. Because I want you to teach this. I want you to at least know how, if you're sitting down with somebody in the coffee shop, I want you to be able to show them how to get to our core rank, which is, as you guys know, our core rank is now called QSC. So I'm going to go through a couple things. So what I talked about at the regional, when I do go over this with someone and I sit down at the coffee shop, the first thing I ask is some basic questions. So if you were to make, an extra, $500 a month, what would that do for your family? Just curious, they might say, oh, whatever the answer is. And then I'll say, well, how about 1,000? Let's play the game like 1,000. And then they start to talk a little bit more. And then I'm like, okay, now I want you to just dream and paint a vision of like, oh my gosh, imagine if you made $5,000 a month. What would that look like? And I got this training like last year, and Sarah Naylor, you might remember, this is what Anthony Golay talked about, is being comfortable asking these questions, because you learn so much from that individual. And then roll it back. So you need to know their money story and what gets them excited and what that would do. And then, and so that's where I kind of trained on. And I do that with everyone because it's a really fun exercise for people to talk about. And then we start with just the basics. So here's like your pricing and earning guide that I'm just gonna like scroll over for a second, and I'm gonna go right to the basic here. So review. Partner P was like dealer. So you just get started and you actually make your basic, like your retail sales profit, right? We call it now, we're so used to, we call it retail just sales profit. It's just sales profit. So it's 10% of the product. So here's a great example. If we focus on the 3 blend, the fruit, the veg, and the berry, our product volume is worth 400 points, and the price of the product is 400, and 10% of 400 is $40. So if you're a brand new person and you just sold a fruit and veg and berry, a trio, you would make $40 off of that box. So the numbers are really, really, really basic. And then it's so easy because then you can do the commission levels right off of that, right? The 5% of 400 is $20. The 10% of 400 is $40. The 15% of 400 is $60. So you can see, you know, that you can really paint a picture of how much you can make with sales profit and commissions, which is pretty cool. So if you guys do the basic number, if somebody was at our top position of commission of sales coordinator, they would make $40 sales profit plus the 15%, which is 60. So they'll make $100. Okay. So I just wanted to kind of go over that basic number. So let's go back. So there's partner, that's again, that's like your dealer, and they just make that sales profit. But what we want to do is we want to get them excited to at least tap into this $100 title reward, which is new. That bonus is new. We've never had that before. We're now aligned with the US, which is awesome. Okay.
Pause, sorry. It's only 50 in US now.
Oh, and okay, so 50 in the US, thank you, Sarah, and 100 in Canada. So what you want to do then is you want to do the basic math. I like to, when I'm taking somebody through this, I want them to get out their phone and I want them to get out their calculator. And all I would tell them to do is this is the points that you need. So 1, 3, 3, 3. We just told you that the trio blend is worth 400 points. I'm going to get them to go 1, 3, 3, 3 divided by 400. And I want you guys to be doing this right now. Get your phones out and do this exercise. Because once you do it a few times, it's going to be easy. So what is the number? Somebody's going to do this exercise for me. What's 400 points or volume points into 1333? How many trio orders do we have to sell for Partner Plus? And I'm going to see if, I can't really see if somebody's typing it. Can I get your phone out and do this exercise? It's easy. Maybe Jen, you can see the chat if anybody's answering it properly.
They're answering 4, 3.3, 3.3, 4, 4, 3.3.
Perfect, yeah. So you're just rolling up to 4. So 4 trio, and you get to Partner Plus. You get your 5% commission. You continue to get your sales profit, your $100 in Canada, 50 in the US, and you're promoted to Partner Plus. So that's exciting. So it's kind of like a $50 investment, 4 orders, and you get $100, okay? Plus, if they do get 4, think about this, guys. If they get 4 orders, and we know that their profit is $40 each, 40 and 40 is 80, and double that is $160 retail profit. So it's an easy conversation for somebody to have. Think about it. You're like, for 4 orders and a $50 investment, what do they get? $100 plus $160 in profit. So 100 plus 160, $260 that they would get on those 4 orders for a $50 investment. So this is a good start to help them start covering the cost of their product, but it won't cover all of their product. So that's when we have to go to the next step, which is qualifying sales coordinator. I'm going to stop there for a sec. Does anybody have any questions with Partner Plus, which used to be called DD in the old plan? Now it's called Partner Plus. I can't see the comments. Any questions? Maybe Sarah, you can.
There's no question.
It just says, love it, so simple.
Simple, right? Awesome. Okay, let's go to the next. This is our old VF position. We call this core rank. I want you to get that terminology in your brain. Core rank. This is what we want to teach. This is what we want to duplicate. So now you have to generate 5,500 product volume, okay, in 60 days or less, 5,500. So I'm going to get you guys to do the exercise again on the 3 blend. 400 is the product volume for the 3 blend. 400 into 5,500. What is the number for that? How many trios do we need now? I can't read it. Somebody can shout it out.
14.
Yes. Yay. You guys are getting this. 14. 14 trios, and you get to do it in 60 days. So that's the biggest difference. We used to be able to do it in 30 days. Now it's 60 days. The only difference is you need one team member with one preferred order, so their personal order. What else? There is a little bit of stuff that you have to know. You have to generate a minimum of 25% of your own volume. So your one distributor can't have all the volume and you nothing. And a maximum of 1,500 from your household orders will count. So what they're trying to do is avoid loading, and that's important. We don't want you loading. So when you hit this position as core rank or QSC, you get your 10% commission, your 300 active sponsor rewards. So that doesn't change. We still get $300, and your upline gets 300. You get a free Juice Plus conference ticket, and your 3% PB starts to kick in when you are a qualified business. And a qualified business this time, so remember, it used to be 1,000, but now it's 2,000. So if you actually want to be a club, that's the old language, a club. We want to build clubs, that's stable businesses, clubs. You need 2,000. So after you help somebody get to QSC, the next step is getting them to club level. So if they're at 14 orders, they don't have to go much further. So I'm going to get you guys to do some basic math tonight for me. If they need 2,000 points, right, 2,000 points, and this actually has to be, as you guys know, it has to be actual volume coming in. So we have to divide 400 by 4 months. Remember that calculation we had to do before? So it means that they're paying on monthly installments. So each month you're going to get 100 points. So when we are working on a club level or that PB, it has to be whatever's been billed out that month. So we have to take 2,000, which is the number we have to strive through every month, and we have to divide it by 100, because we're assuming that all of our 3 blend orders are going to be in installments. So do the quick calculation, 100 points into 2,000, how many trio blend or trio orders do we need? Shout it out.
20.
20, exactly. So if we know that step 3 is 14, that we're helping our new distributor or yourself get another extra 6 orders to get to PB, okay? So in the old plan, it used to be 17, now it's 20. So it hasn't shifted too much. But the cool thing is we're equal to the US now, which is good in regards to that kind of volume and having more stability and a higher paycheck. And that's what we need and we want. Okay, I'm gonna stop there for a sec. Any clarity on that? Any questions?
Does anyone have any questions around the difference between PB and promotional volume? Is anyone like a little bit mixed up on that? Because I know that really like messes with people a little bit.
If I can see, I can't see in the chat because I'm
I don't think it
Sarah,
came
if you
up.
can clarify what the difference is.
Yeah, so if you think of promotion, it's for a promotion, for a position, right? So what they do when they're doing that is they allow you to use full volume credit even though the product isn't paid for. Does that make sense? They allow you to use the full volume for the 4-month supply. It's a promo. Even though you're not getting paid on all that volume at once, they're using it for promo. Does that make sense? Does everybody understand that? So promo volume is only used for position promotions. Does that make sense? And that's only up to the sales coordinator position, and then promo is done. There's no more promo volume. It's just to rank up. PV, like, sorry, am I saying that right? PV now? PVC. Are they still calling it PVC?
Just PB.
PB.
Personal bonus.
Um,
Performance bonus, sorry, performance,
no, not performance bonus, just the volume, the regular volume. What are they calling that now?
not just product volume.
Okay. That's what people pay, like every month you get paid on what? Not promotional volume. You don't get paid in advance, you know, multiple months. You get paid PB, which is the
Pay line.
the pay line volume. Thank you. That's what exactly. So what they say, let's just say I'm your customer and I order a trio, and in Canada there it's 400 volume promo, like that's the total price of it. But I only pay monthly, so I only pay a quarter of that each. So that's 100 points. That's your PB. And that is what the qualifying number is based on, not promo. Promo is only for promotions. Does that make sense?
And that is our PB, guys. It's called like multiple things. So some people say it's like PV, but it's our PB. So when you do your downline growth, exactly what Sarah's saying will be in the line where it's PBQ'd. That's that 100 points that she's talking about is going towards your 2,000 points that you need that month to get you qualified. So just think like that 100 points is what I need to go towards it. If the person pays in full for a trio capsule, like Sarah's saying, you get that full 400 points towards your 2,000, but we're trying to build up residual income. So we want to try and get that 100, like Sarah's saying.
Yeah. Think of it this way. Yeah, that's right. So think of it this way. PB is what you get paid on, and that's what goes towards, that's the number that's rising for your qualifications, like PB and POB. That, you know, it's the same. Promo is only just to get a promotion. That's it. They're just giving you credit. That's all. They're just saying, oh, we want to advance you through this comp plan, so we're gonna advance you essentially 3 months of volume. It's just a promo. It's not, you don't get paid on it. It's just a promotional volume. Does that make sense? Let's hear from you guys in the chats.
The other word that I use too is cumulative. So it's all of your points up to date. So just like what Sarah's saying, because it stops at SC. So, you know, when you sign up and you're brand new and your partner plus, corporate is giving you all of the points. If you get everything at once, all the points. And then remember when you used to hit VF, now you get paid and given points according to how people pay. But your promo points, which are your cumulative points from the day you start. So Terry, you were saying, are they just your own points? Yes, it's just your own points, and they are building up. So before it was like 8,000 promo points to slow track to sales coordinator, for instance. Those are cumulative points. So it's just like a rank. It just keeps going and going and going. And then once you hit sales coordinator, that line doesn't even matter anymore. You just want to know so you can teach your people underneath you.
For sure. Okay, that's great. And what's really cool is corporate Canadian office gave us these worksheets that we went through at the regional. I know, Sarah, you guys have them on the Freedom Rev right now for each of the positions for the US. And and the Canadian ones are done. They just haven't been uploaded yet. But this is what we took people through at the regional, and it's fantastic because what it does is it literally goes through like you're responsible for like writing down your orders, and it gives you an example of how much money you can make bringing in 14 orders. So an example, when I look at this cheat sheet, if you were to hit your 5,500 points at this level at QSA, and if you just focus on the trios, how much you make for those 14 orders is 1,370. And it's a great example on this worksheet. And why that's so important is it gets into a great conversation when you're signing somebody up and letting them know that for a $50 investment, you have the potential to make over $1,000 in 60 days. That's a great conversation starter, a great motivator, and a great conversation for that person to go back to their partner and say, I'm excited that we can bring in over $1,000 in the next 60 days if I do some events and do some work. And then you'll probably get a bigger buy-in from the partner. Okay, so I know it's 9 o'clock. I'm just gonna take you guys through the next step and then end it there. And then go back and show you where you can watch the videos that are available. And then there'll be some homework. So the last one is sales coordinator. So that name has not changed. And you wanna generate 16,000 in promotional product volume, 16,000. So again, I want you guys to do the numbers. I want you to take 16,000 and I want you guys to divide that, because it's promotional volume, to divide that by 400. 400 into 16,000. And shout out the number. Yep. Brandy, I can see you. Yes.
40.
40, exactly. So now you and your new building team, you need a total of 40 trios. So you can see the like little structure there. That's you. You've already hit 20 orders yourself, and then you're duplicating a QSC, another QSC, and a P+. So between the 4 of you, to bring in 40 trio orders will get you to the position of sales coordinator, which is really exciting, because once you get there, you get the 15% commission, which is the highest level of commission. You get $600. Your upline gets $600. You get a free conference ticket. And then that's when like you get your 3% PB. And then as you start to promote your own sales coordinators, another 3% POB starts to kick in as well. So that's the sales coordinator position. So you can kind of see how it's building. If we just go back, you're a partner, and then when you get to Partner Plus, you're looking at 4 orders. Then you move to the next level, you're looking at 14 orders plus a distributor under that person. And then you move on to the next, and now you're looking at 40 plus 3 players, so 3 team. So it just starts, and that's how we keep on, you know, building up the marketing plan, which is really exciting. And I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna go back. Any questions on that piece before
How's it going?
Any questions on sales coordinator? Is that pretty easy and self-explanatory? Yep, okay. So I just want to show you guys where you guys can get really, really good at this is if you go into the Freedom Revolution under compensation plan and go to Canada, they have this little cheat sheet. I would definitely print this out. This is so amazing. It has the numbers here and how much you can make. And then here's the videos. They've got Partner Plus, they've got Qualified Sales Coordinator, and they have Sales Coordinator, just what I taught you. And then if you guys are beyond that and want more, they actually have a full compensation, 14 minutes, and then they have the additional ones for the top leadership positions for you to go into. But I'm gonna stop there for now because we're gonna be, well, we're already over time, but I use a cheat sheet, I love it, yeah. So here's your homework. I think I already gave you one homework, right? Which is to pick up the phone this week and start to talk to people. How cool is that? Back to the old-fashioned days. And the second would be to present the marketing plan at least a core rank with at least one person. I want you to present it to a friend. Maybe it's even a sideline. Maybe it's your kid. Maybe it's your partner. Maybe it's somebody on this group chat that you need to, if you need to present it to me and I can give you feedback, present it to somebody so that you guys can practice. There you go. Sarah had to go coach, but she's like, practice it. Once you start to go over it a few times, you're like, this is so easy. If I can give you any advice, when I started to learn and get comfortable with the marketing plan, we were challenged at a regional to present it in a month 10 times. And I totally took on that challenge. And when I did that, the numbers stuck here and I had so much more confidence. We called it the napkin presentation. I could go anywhere, pull out a napkin and write the comp plan right there. So that's how good I want you guys to get. Because let me tell you, it will be such a game changer when you go out to the world and somebody asks you a question and you can just like come up with the basic numbers. Like an example would be, hey, for 50 bucks, I know I can help you get 14 trio orders in the next 60 days, and I could put over $1,300 in your bank account. Wouldn't you want to have that confidence to go out to the world and have those conversations? And you can, it's easy. Okay, any other comments or thoughts before we go? Are you guys excited about the comp plan? Are you getting that it's easy? Easy, don't be intimidated by it. It is easy. Practice, practice. Okay, guys, thanks so much for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you guys on next Wednesday and supporting Jen and Melissa and Lindsay tomorrow night at the 9 p.m. call. See you guys. Have a good night.